Yeah. Y'all see it, right? Don't let nobody tell you you can't do nothing. This was a project from like 17 years ago. I completely turned around, broke it down, redid everything, kind of freshened it up. As I showed in the last video, we have light bars, we have light pods, so it gives it that newer look. I love the more vibrant paint color. This was the color I originally wanted, and the camera does make it look even brighter than what it is. It's actually toned down in real life, and I love this thing. She's done. Turn signals, brake lights, motor, everything is done. It all fires off, it drives. I drove it up to a little local show and shine. I love that I moved my dash up here. Just go ahead. She runs. The last issue I had was the alternator wasn't charging, so I remade a new line. That's it. She's running. Now I'm gonna shut it off. I do have one issue, which I'm about to order some parts. All right, that's off. This is a copy of a Solex. I forgot which brand name this is. I have the original actual Solex over there. This is a 1600 dual port. I was having an issue 4 years ago, the last time I was really put on the road and driven, even though it's been tagged and insured ever since. It would start cutting out. Now, I drove to the show fine, which is like 2 miles from here, if that. On the way home, I started having a fueling issue, and I did notice, let's see if I can get you in here, you can actually see how wet that accelerator pump is. Well, to rebuild this carb is 60 bucks. To buy another copy of one is 60 bucks. So I'm just going to buy another copy one. I'll end up having probably in my lifetime probably 20 on the shelf, and then eventually I'll order a rebuild kit for one of them, if not all. But that's the only issue I have left. So what I decided is, since ethanol gas is very shitty for anything nowadays, I want to make sure I thank all the administrations of America for giving us such quality shit-ass fuel. So the fuel lines had to get replaced, the fuel filter had to get replaced. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the carb. That's 60 bucks. I called Hilltop Motors in Jacksonville. That fuel pump's 25 bucks. And I told them I'm bringing the fuel pump and the rod, just so if I have any issues, I can figure out what it is, what size. Because the only issue, they said they could figure it out. The length of your push rod determines what fuel pump you use. Now, just to make sure, even though I know this is, not sure the year, but I know it is a 1600 dual port. I'm just going to take both with me. 25 bucks and 60. I'll have a fresh, complete system. There's fresh fuel in the tank. So I'm like, all right, well, I really can't complain. The wiring, I don't want anybody to be put off by having to wire something. I custom wired this entire thing. The whole thing has been custom wired by me twice. What I did on this second go around was I just took the harness because it was shaped different. My dash used to actually be down here. I had a tachometer there. Where is that thing? That shitty ass Sun Pro, which it's not its fault. It's sitting out in the weather ruined it. But I decided I want a clean dash. I don't want my dash there, then a wiring harness running over here, coming down where it's more visible. You can see the wiring harness. Most of it runs down low. Let's see. I still have to put that in wire loom. I was just trying to get ready for that show, so I just headed out. But the wiring harness is nice and neat. And if y'all want to see a video, I can explain how easy it is to actually build a wiring harness. It's not hard at all. And honestly, what I started doing, I would just grab rough lengths of wire. I would literally tape it to that bar, mark what it was going to, and I would just tape it along the frame, one wire at a time, until I had everything ran. I could even maybe shoot a video one day and explain in detail and kind of give you all an idea of how to build a wiring harness. If I can build a wiring harness for this, the 4x4 Jeep, actually it's more 4x4 Beetle, that's a 1955 frame, Jeep Willys, 3-speed with high and low and 4-wheel drive. And it's going to make love with that Volkswagen Beetle. It's going to be an awesome project. So we're going to have a Volkswagen Beetle with a 4x4 running gears on 31 1050 15s. I've already had the body mocked up, but to make it look right, I'm gonna have to stretch that 18 inches. I already got my metal already been made from a year ago waiting, and it's turning line. And like I said, if I can wire that dune buggy, if I can wire this, that out there is not gonna be nothing. That is a 53 cab on an 03 Ford Ranger frame that's been bagged, body dropped. I have a 66 Apache bedsides on it. Everything is there. It's got a manual transmission, and there is a way I can make it run on a go-kart engine. That little light up there is not going to be there. I just threw that on there just for looks. But either A, I'm going to put some kind of just a cheap shit motor in there, and we'll title it and actually put it on the road, or we'll keep a go-kart transmission in it. I can trailer it to shows and actually pull it off the trailer and drive it around. To me, it's all about hand building something and creative. It's not about old school hot rods and being the best. I could throw 100 grand at some. I threw probably 300 bucks in this and made it look good. Total build price on this was 17 years ago was probably 1,500 bucks. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching. Thank you so much. I know I'm not doing videos like I used to, but I'm enjoying building more than recording. Maybe I'll get back into it. I just got a new phone, so I'm hoping this phone does great. Please like, subscribe, share. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate every last one of you. Thank you, guys. Get one more beautiful look at this project. I love this thing. Maybe I'll even do a live video driving it around.